Hey, welcome to Enduro 360. I'm your host, Chili White. Today we're here to talk about some new KTMs, 350s. 2012, KTM is introducing two new models, the XC-W and the EXC. So that's right, that means you're going to be able to get a license plate for your 350 now. So of course, 2011 saw the introduction of the all-new SX and XCF versions of the 350, and needless to say, they were a pretty big hit. Had a lot of fun riding this bike, and every time I take it to a new location, it just kind of surprises me how versatile it is. So for 2012, that model range now extends out to 4 complete models with a new XC-W and EXC street legal model. That's pretty big news. So let me show you just quickly what some of the differences are that we'll see for the 2012 models. Up front, same, that new AL7 wheel that's been holding up really well from Excel. That's on all the 2012 bikes. All of the XC-W models will go back to the traditional open chamber fork, not this closed chamber unit. Also, triple clamps change, and this is kind of an odd thing. So these are the machine clamps we've been running for a couple of years. For 2012, all the XC-Ws get this, cast clamps. Basically the exact same 2-bolt unit we saw back in 2005. It's kind of surprising, actually. Fuel injection more or less stays the same, with the only difference now that there are new regulations to limit tampering with the fuel injection on the green sticker bikes. So the ECU is now locked and will require the dealer to unlock it. Inside, all new clutch. KTM has designed a radically new clutch, single spring unit. I'll let you look at the pictures to see more about it because it's a little difficult to explain. Inside, the EXC and XC-W models get a heavier crank, a lower compression piston, both aimed at adding mass and smoothing out the power a little bit. Other big news is the rear shock. All of the XC-W models will not have any of this fancy linkage. They will be the latest generation of the PDS frame, and that is basically the same frame that debuted on the XC 2-strokes last year. Bodywork more or less remains the same. In fact, all 2012 full-size KTMs now share exactly the same bodywork. Rear fender color has changed to orange. The rear fender's also been beefed up. You can see this one's not super strong. So the whole range now gets a new heavy-duty fender to accommodate that lighting that will come standard on the EXCs and the XC-Ws. Gas tank more or less remains the same. Handlebars, instead of the Renthals, they'll get the Niken bars, but the bend, as we tested them, appears to be about the same. Last week I was able to go to the press introduction of all the new EXC, XC-W models. I did get a chance to ride this 350 a little bit. My first impressions were definitely sprung much softer. Really rolls through the choppy stuff smooth. Probably a little soft for race pace, but again, that's kind of, KTM's definitely aiming to tone that bike down kind of for the everyman trail bike user. Motor wise, also here again, much softer power delivery than in the XCF model. I mean, let's face it, this XCF is pretty racy feeling, and that heavier crank definitely shows up. Like this 350, it's all about putting the power to the ground. The new bikes I expect to be really smooth, great all-around trail bikes. So there you go. That's a quick look at what will be the new 2012 XC-W EXCs. XC-Ws, basically, they're going to be hitting the showroom just any day now. The EXCs will be a fall delivery, so they're telling me September is when to expect that. So that kind of leaves you with a little bit of a dilemma. Do you go out and buy the best trail bike available today, or wait a couple of months and get one with a license plate on it? So I'll just leave that call to you for the time being. I'm digging the XCF. All right, hey, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Chili White signing out.